Torah, vayeitzei, Genesis 31:13 through 35, page 51. For I have seen all that Laban is doing to you. I am the God of Bethel, where you anointed a pillar, and where you made me a vow. Now arise, leave this land and return to your native land. Then Rachel and Leah replied and said to him, Have we then still a share and an inheritance in our father's house? Are we not considered by him as strangers? For he has sold us and even totally consumed our money. But all the wealth that God has taken away from our father belongs to us and to our children. So now, whatever God has said to you, do. Jacob arose and lifted his children and his wives onto the camels. He led away all his livestock and all the wealth that he had amassed, his purchased property that he had amassed in Padan Aram, to go to his father Isaac to the land of Canaan. Laban had gone to shear his sheep, and Rachel stole the teraphim that belonged to her father. Jacob deceived Laban the Aramean by not telling him that he was fleeing. Thus he fled with all he had. He arose and crossed the river, and he set his direction toward Mount Gilead. It was told to Laban on the third day that Jacob had fled. So he took his kinsmen with him and pursued him a distance of 7 days, catching up with him on Mount Gilead. But God had come to Laban the Aramean in a dream by night and said to him, Beware lest you speak with Jacob either good or bad. Laban overtook Jacob. Jacob had pitched his tent on the mountain, while Laban had stationed his kinsmen on Mount Gilead. Laban said to Jacob, What have you done that you have deceived me and led my daughters away like captives of the sword? Why have you fled so stealthily and cheated me? Nor did you tell me, for I would have sent you off with gladness, with songs, with timbrel, and with lyre. And you did not even allow me to kiss my sons and daughters. Now you have acted foolishly. It is in my power to do you all harm. But the God of your father addressed me last night, saying, Beware of speaking with Jacob either good or bad. Now you have left because you long greatly for your father's house, but why did you steal my gods? Jacob answered and said to Laban, Because I was afraid, for I thought perhaps you might steal your daughters from me. With whomever you find your gods, he shall not live. In the presence of our kinsmen, ascertain for yourself what is with me and take it back. Now Jacob did not know that Rachel had stolen them. Laban came into Jacob's tent and into Leah's tent and into the tent of the two maidservants, but he found nothing. When he had left Leah's tent, he came into Rachel's tent. Now Rachel had taken the teraphim, put them into the camel's pack saddle, and sat on them. Laban rummaged through the whole tent, but found nothing. She said to her,